So this is the video some of you have all been waiting for. The setup slash flat tour for hitting 100,000 subscribers. You guys have been requesting this all the time. Jake, Leon, when are you going to show us your setups? But today is that day as a thank you for all of you guys for hitting that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get on with the tour. So Leon is behind the camera right now, so let me just show you the first few pieces. Of course, let's start with our hallway. We like Yeezys, alright? If you know us, that is no surprise. We like Yeezys. We have too many. I think in total there's probably about 10 or 11 pairs of Yeezys in this flat. As we move down the hallway, if you look on the floor, this... Oh wait, should I move these? This is a key feature of the flat. This is why we can take your walls on Fortnite in a blink of an eye. It goes into our cupboard to our, what are they called? Our router in this cupboard, giving us 150 meg up and down. So when me and Liam are taking your walls on that 0 ping, you know why. But anyway, let's continue into the living room out here while Liam walks backwards. So here we have like a shelf of really random stuff. As you can see, there's some boxing trophies there from when me and Liam had our fight on the undercard, but let's not talk about that. There's some G Fuel, a lot of G Fuel. We have Xbox, PlayStation games, all completely unopened. I think I see Titanfall 2, Black Ops 3, Assassin's Creed, loads of old games we don't even play anymore. And then this is kind of like our living room area. We have a massive TV, I don't know how many inches that is. We have our Sonos speaker, which sounds insane. Maybe we can give you a demonstration of that as well. And then moving over, as you can see, the balloons are currently falling apart, but this is the 100k balloons that you may have seen in our 100,000 subscriber special video. Thank you again for hitting 100,000 subscribers. This down here, Liam, are we going to point this out? This has been here, literally in this spot, for about 2 years almost.
It's been here since we moved in. Since we've moved in.
I forgot we're both in the mirror. Yeah, since we moved in. He hasn't used it, hasn't opened it. It's still there. And yeah, basically this is kind of like our living room. We don't really spend too much time in here.
Yeezys.
Yeah, more another Yeezy box. The kitchen's kind of all here. Liam can kind of quickly just give you a little insight of it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't really use this. You guys want to see our bedrooms, which we'll move on to shortly. So as Jake mentioned, this is our, like, when we're not in our rooms, at our desks, this is where we are if we're doing food, if we're like watching some YouTube videos, some Sidemen Sundays, stuff like that.
What's in that box?
In this box, you want to see what's in this box? In this box is a 100k subscriber cookie. Partly eaten, but it was a 100k subscriber cookie for hitting 100,000 subscribers. We had balloons, we had cookies, sadly no confetti, but a nice added touch. So Jake skimmed over this part right here. This is Jake's participation trophy next to my You're a Winner trophy. Obviously for the boxing match we had a year or so ago now. But you know, Jake got a trophy for participating, so you know, that's what matters. So as we go down here, obviously my bathroom's in here. Do we want to look at the bathroom? I mean, you can poke your head in if you really want. So really nothing special, but now we go in to the first setup, my setup, where the magic happens. So follow me in. Ta-da! We have the nano leaf lights. As soon as you walk in, the thing that grabs your attention is obviously the nano leaf lights. They complete any setup. They react to music. You can make them flash all kinds of colors. So that is what you see in the background of our streams, giving us that like little bit of detail in the background. So now we get to the main setup area. This is where I stream, I record, I go on Discord, all of that kinds of stuff happens right here. You see I've got Fortnite on the screen now. I've got some audio recordings here. This USB has our 1v1 footage on it. This is Jake's gameplay right here. So you have to see who won that 1v1. This holds the secret. But this is my setup. I can give you a quick little tour on what I've got here. So I'm sat in a GT Omega racing chair. I've had this chair for about 5 or 6 years. I feel like I've had this chair for so long, and as you can tell, it's still doing me good. So we have two 27-inch monitors right here. A little bit big. It took a while to adjust, but I think 27 gives me enough work and play space to do my thing. We have a Logitech gaming headset. By the way, all of the stuff we use will be linked in the description, either through an Amazon link, so you can see all that stuff there, and we'll kind of name it and do whatever else. So if you want to know what it is, check the description. So we have a Logitech gaming headset, 80-2020 Audio-Technica microphone, a Logitech webcam. This is the Logitech Brio, which is like the best webcam you can get. I just upgraded, so the camera that Jake is using right now is my brand new camera. It's a Sony a6400, which films in like 4K, takes really cool photos. Sometimes it will sit up here, and I'll be using it as a webcam, but for now, we're using it to film this video. So this is what powers the entire setup. This is my PC, exclamation mark, PC specs in the chat if you want to know what is in there. There is a lot of cool stuff inside. Obviously, the more LEDs you have, the more powerful your PC. We all know this, more LEDs, more power. I'll let Jake go over the stats in his little segment later on, but like we said, we'll make sure that stuff is in the description. But as we move over here, we have a Logitech gaming keyboard. I've got a SteelSeries Rival 600 mouse, I believe, and a massive Razer mouse mat, which is obviously what you need to have all of this space to work with. But one thing that I have that Jake doesn't have, which I think is a pretty big game changer, is this little bad boy right here, the Elgato Stream Deck Mini. Obviously you can get different size ones, but this is what I use here to change my scenes, to turn my lights on and off and all that cool stuff. So I can power both of these lights that I have in my room just by a click of a button. So that helps me a lot when I'm streaming. So I have the smaller room of the two in our flat, so I've got to work with the space that I have, but I think I've got a pretty cool background with a bunch of different like Fortnite figures and cool stuff happening over here. I've even got a Fortnite cup that we got from the E3 booth last year. I've got a monstercat plushie, a little marshmallow head. This is where I like to keep some of the kind of little things that I want to show off. Stuff like Pro-Am badge, you know, all that cool stuff. It's like a nice little section to add some character to the background. So me and Jake are both pretty lazy and actually getting rid of stuff. As you can see by the fridge, the little mini fridge in the lounge, this is my old PC. I have no idea where to put it, where it's going to go. So it has sat there since October last year, and I don't know when it's going to move. Right, so now it's time to swap around, check out Jake's room.
Let me,
So as we move over to my room, as I mentioned, it is the bigger one of the two. As we walk in, you will see it is significantly bigger than Liam's one was. I do have a lot more space than he does, but here's an overview of the room. My bathroom is there. I mean, again, if you really want to just quickly open the door, take a quick look in, there really is nothing special. It's a bit of a mess. I wouldn't look down too much, but that is the bathroom. And yeah, this is my room. Now, the first thing you are going to ask is, Jake, the teddy. You know that my stream always features the teddy bear in the background. If you don't know how big the teddy bear actually is, then here is me in comparison to the bear. It's pretty darn big. I don't know if you can tell it from the stream, but it's probably the size of a small child. Because you know what a small child is.
nonce.
Again, we have the Nanoleaf lights. There is a Charmander and a Squirtle in the background there as well, but you guys know this already. Like Liam said, we both have this. Everything, all our products we use and stuff will be in the description or on the Amazon link. But moving forward, here is obviously what you guys are interested about. Again, it's a very similar setup. So let's go over something that Liam didn't have in his room, but I have on my wall 2 Guinness World Records and also a YouTube silver play button, which I know some of you guys have been asking me about that. We do have a video on our channel about the 2 world records. We got a world record on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and then another one on Star Wars Battlefront. I will not bore you with all the details, but we have 2 Guinness World Records. That's pretty darn cool. And then yes, I do have a silver play button there with my name on it. That is because I worked on a few YouTube channels last year. One of those channels hit 100,000 subscribers, and as a thank you for my hard work, they were like, Jake, do you want to have a silver play button? Not expecting that our channel would get to 100,000 subscribers. So I was like, yo, this is going to be my only chance to have a silver play button. Why not? Little behold, a year later, me and Liam are here with 100,000 subscribers and a silver play button on the way. So that's pretty cool. So again, our setups are incredibly similar. We have the same keyboard, the same mouse mat, the same headset, the same microphone, the same webcam, the same Elgato. Like literally our setups are pretty much identical, apart from like a few minor things. I have a Logitech mouse, Liam doesn't. These monitors are slightly different. This is a curved monitor. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but this monitor is curved. I love it. I have a wireless charger for my phone there. I don't know if you can see that. But yes, they're very similar setups. And as Liam said, this is where all the magic happens. So down here is my PC. Now, as you can see, LEDs galore. We love the LEDs. Now, we'll put all of the full specs in the description of this video, but you know, there's a GTX 1080, it's got 32 gigs of RAM, it's got liquid cooling, like all that cool stuff. I'm not a PC nerd, so I don't have a clue half the stuff that's in there, so we'll leave it in the description for anyone that is curious. So as you can see from our flat, one of our favorite features is the floor to ceiling windows. We get some amazing views of London if you look out of the window, especially at night time. You do get an amazing view. So that's something we definitely love about this flat and one of the reasons why we live here. Right, so coming out of Jake's room, watch out for the trip hazard that gives us our internet. We've seen my room, we've seen my bathroom. Back into the lounge we go to kick off the end of this video. As we said, we live in London, we have amazing views, we have pretty cool rooms, pretty decent setups that help us do all of the content that you guys watch. So, as we said, this is a thank you for 100,000 subscribers. As the balloons say, we hit 100,000 subscribers, and as Jake said, we never thought we were going to get to this point. If we went back a year, 2 years, or even 3 years ago, if you'd asked us, do you think you'll hit 100k? The answer probably would have been no. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As we said, all of this cool stuff will be in the description down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did and let us know in the comments what your favourite part was. Lastly, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe for all of that awesome Fortnite content, and we'll catch you guys next time. Use code TWiiN in the Fortnite item shop.